Hello and welcome, Durman here, and we are back to DurCrafting in Ursa Minor. I have been busy lately. This is my new Extreme Hills biome that I've been showing off. Well, actually, I haven't really shown it off that much. But I do believe I mentioned in one of the previous episodes that I found a perfect place for my new base. And I've actually gotten a start on it, and it is right behind me. Check that out. Oh yeah. That there is my new base of operations. At least what you can see of it from here. Nice and pretty, it's all spruce wood. There are glass panes there, and a line of obsidian going through the center, which I think looks very nice. I originally wanted it to look sort of like a waveform, but at this point it kind of looks like a bow tie. But I'm cool with that. Bow ties are very cool. I mean, if it's cool enough for James Bond, then it's cool enough for me. So anyway, let's head over there and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Oh yeah, cliff diving. Of the gods. As I'm sure you're well aware. Now, I went into this project planning to do as little changing to the landscape as possible, and I've stuck to that pretty well. Now, of course, inside the structure, I'm, completely clearing it out. But outside, I'm trying to leave things as much the way they are currently as possible. But, I've had to change a little bit. Like, for example, this section here that looks very angular is that way because I put it there. Fortunately, I've been doing all of my work with this, Efficiency 3 Unbreaking 3 Silk Touch 1 pickaxe, so I've been getting a lot of smooth stone that I've been able to use for building as opposed to cobblestone that I have to change later. Now, the reason I put this here is because inside there's going to be a spiral staircase that goes all the way down through all the levels of my structure. So that's going to stay... Well, this had to be built this way, but for the most part everything else is still the way it was, and I'm going to, as you can see, this dirt here, I'm going to make it look as naturalistic as possible. So, I'm going to add more dirt, more smooth stone to make it look more blocky, well, more natural I should say, a little less blocky than it currently is. Now through here is just a very quick and dirty spiral staircase that I made to get up the cliff without having to go around it, because it's a very sheer, very wide cliff, but it's very narrow. So as you can see, it drops off almost immediately, like the top of the cliff is right up here, and it drops off really quickly. What do you think you're doing? You get out of here. You are not invited. Now go away and stay away. Anyway, so this is the back of the structure, of course. It's probably not going to get much further than this. Eventually I'm going to replace this dirt here. Now, one of the reasons I'm making this video is specifically because I ran out of materials. So I thought, I might as well give you an update with the progress that I've made with the materials that I had. So, through the back door here, this is the top level. Eventually I'm going to be putting fences around here, just to make sure you don't fall off. As you can see, this is the obsidian from the design in the front, and the wall is already like 2 blocks thick, so I don't want to make it any thicker and hide this. Plus, it kind of looks cool. And also, this is the top of the spiral staircase that goes down. It's kind of a blocky spiral staircase. The original design that I had was more spirally, and it looked nicer, but it took way longer to get around. The original design took like 1 1/4 rotations to go down 6 levels, and I need to go down 6 levels, or 6 blocks, because of the way I'm building the house. But this is the way it's going to be from now on. It's more compact, goes down a lot faster, but not too fast. It takes it takes 3/4 of a rotation to get around, to get down 6 levels as opposed to the previous 1 1/4. So it's much faster, and this way I can also have a little landing on each floor, as opposed to not having a little landing on each floor, which I was kind of afraid I was going to have to do before. And this section right here, these blocks are going to wind up being a water vator. Actually, I'm going to put this block back up here for now. That's going to be the source of the water. It's mainly for going down, because, you know, running down the spiral staircase would be a bit of a pain if you want to go down quickly. So just, you know, hop in the middle, go through the water, and just ride it straight down. Of course, going up, you'll go up the spiral staircase, but that can't be avoided. Unless I made a zipper vator, which I don't really want to do. But each level is going to be color-coded. I'm going to have blocks of colored cotton in the corners here, so that when you're going down, you can see which level you're on. Also, the landings will probably be in that color, and I'll probably have an accent wall on the inside in that color, of course using colored wool. For the most part, I want the walls probably to all be spruce planks, like they are now, just because I like them. And the ceilings will probably wind up being white wool, because it would be nice to have a white ceiling, since ceilings are usually white. So I want it to look fairly classic wood paneling. The floors may also just stay spruce, though I might do something about that. Like I might do I might use a different flooring for the edge, and then have spruce in the middle, or maybe I'll put down like cotton carpeting. I haven't decided. Well, wool carpeting, I guess. But I haven't quite decided yet. But I really need to get a lot of wool soon so I can put in the ceilings, because I don't want to have to redo any redstone that I do because of having to replace the ceilings. So getting a lot of sheep is my next step. As you can see, I've just got the basic necessities of life up here. A bed, crafting bench, furnace, and that's pretty much it, really. But, the cube that I showed you earlier, the wall of it should be right here. I'm not entirely sure that that's the case, but it should be right here. Because this, staircase is it's a 9x9 square that goes straight down. And so I'm going to have to keep that in mind when I'm building from now on. Now, it shouldn't become visible because of the work that I've already done there, but starting probably on the next level down, I'm going to start building this way, like through this wall, instead of building this way, because otherwise it'd start cutting into the front of the cliff, and I don't want that to happen. So instead, I'll go that way, cut back into the cliff, and I can make the levels bigger as I go down. And actually, I can basically build in any direction, but as soon as I start hitting the surface, I'm gonna, pull back, because I don't want to disturb the surface too much. Now, I've got a few plans for things I want to do on a couple of levels. Like, I want to have a storage room. I've got it, planned out and creative the way I'm going to do it. It's going to be my first foray into my first big foray into redstone, which will be interesting, because it'll be a 7-level, I think a total of 7 levels, tall worth of redstone. It'll go into the ceiling of the floor above and into the floor, as a storage room. It's gonna be cool. It should be cool when it's done, and of course I'll show you. This, of course, is going to be replaced with wood planks once I get more of them, and I'll have to think of something to put up here. But I'm sure I'll come up with something eventually. In fact, I might just have it be an art gallery. I don't know yet. But somewhere I plan to put a farm. The farm will be divided into 4 sections. The sections will be vegetables, cows, sheep, and Technicolor sheep, of course, so that I can have a constant supply of all the different colors. I just have to decide where I want to put this thing. Probably in one of the flatter regions, because there are many flat sections around here. Now, over that away, I think, that sort of direction, there is a fairly flat, fairly large region. which I could turn into a farm. Now, I want the farm to be outside, of course. I want the farm to be not too far away, and it's going to be because it's going to be fairly large. Oops, almost fell off the edge. That wouldn't have been good. But yeah, so I've made good progress. I really like how this is turning out so far, and yeah, that's really all for now. I just wanted to get you guys up to speed on what I'm doing here. As you know, the days go by, I'm going to progress it downward. The island is still under construction. I've got a lot of, well, as I collect dirt, I've got a lot of dirt to place. I'm going to need to get a lot more dirt to place, and then once I actually finish the first level, I can see about making the thing complete, because the island is going to take me months to do. I mean, there's no two ways about it. Unless I put, like, all of my effort into it, it's just going to take a really long time to complete that project. And since it really doesn't make good cinema, I probably won't be showing it off too much as it's in progress, just because you guys don't want to watch that for, you know, hours upon hours of me walking backwards and placing blocks below me. So instead, I'm going to give updates on this. We'll do things with the other Ursa miner guys, which we have a few new ones, which is very cool. So can't wait to see what they do, and you know, keep up to tabs on what everybody's doing. So until next time, I'll see you here again soon on DurTube.